Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the next game session of the first round of the Farmers League 2024. This time we have two, I think, very rusty players. We do have JessetheEmperor and Gummibaer Green. Both players are actually very busy, and I'm not sure if they had practiced this map before. So it's the starter map El Dorado. It was the choice of Splaybuster. So Splaybuster actually wanted to have a different map, but there I couldn't find any 3 villages starting scenario, and so Splaybuster decided about picking El Dorado from Titans League 3. It's basically a fight for the resources in the middle there. So we do have all the gold and all the stone in the middle. There are a lot of resources, and the special about the map is that every player has the view about the middle all the time. So actually, for example, Jesse now sees the scout of Gummibaer Green because the middle is always visible there. Also, Jesse is already going for loom, and I don't like this choice here.
Yeah.
So he has a lot of food, a lot of fish near the town center, and he should be easily able to keep the town center running. And with a little bit of idle town center time, 1 second, that means Jesse is already 1 villager behind, unnecessarily, completely unnecessarily. And look there. Actually, on this map, there's a lot of water and a lot of fish on the outside. Like we're used from Nomad, for example, or the players are used to, and it's definitely worth it to go for a dock, and Jesse is doing that pretty well done there. In the meantime, Gummibaer is now scouting his extra turkeys, bringing in the boar. See about that. Okay, close, but pretty good. He has not built a dock yet, so this means maybe Jesse is able to produce some fishing ships and can equalize the villager count, because now he got a little bit of town center time more, but still both players are doing pretty well. And yeah, Gummibaer Green seems to be really sharp on this game. He has 0 seconds idle time for now. Maybe it's because of the fish next to the town center and villager. I should gather the fish pretty well and pretty fast. But maybe our expert Peter Host knows a little bit more about that, the gathering rates on fish and the normal food. For now, only Jesse is producing ships, so maybe Gummibaer Green is not aware of the map yet, but he has scouted a lot of the shoreline, and he has lost a turkey now to the vision, or to the dock villager of Jesse, and now Jesse is actually, or was actually, ahead in villagers. Both players with very little town center idle time, so I'm impressed. I didn't expect that for the first game of maybe 2 rusty players. Maybe I underestimated that, and both players. Okay, now Jesse has to go for a lumber camp now. He was all the time on the straggler trees. A little bit inefficient, but of course he was first on the dock and has now 3 beautiful working fishing ships. Now Gummibaer is scouting the base. Jesse's scout is idle a long time, so that's definitely something Jesse has to work on, to use his scout. Vision is very important in this game. Now Gummibaer clicked loom and went up with 23 pop. Very late in today's meta, for some fuel aggression. The chaos there on the ridiculous. And so very late for fuel aggression, but maybe it's some kind of a faster castle age or some economy upgrades into castle age. And yeah, we haven't spoken about the draft yet, so of course the players used Herac's beautiful drafting generator, and the generator generated T90's Titans League Eldorado, as I mentioned. And Gummibaer picked Nomad as home map, and on the other side the Emperor picked... Oh no, there's some shenanigans going on. So the Jesse picked Team Islands, so of course the Emperor had to pick a water map, and beautiful done there, killing a villager of Gummibaer, who now decided to build some fishing ships instead of some water units and try to kill Jesse's fish. What is he going for? Of course, Gummibaer is going for man-at-arms, because he is the Bulgarians. And, as we know, the Bulgarians do get the man-at-arms upgrades for free. The Jesse is housed, which of course hurts, because that means the idle tons in the time will increase. And now there are 3 men-at-arms fighting against 2 militias, and Jesse should just run here. But the big problem here is that Jesse is not up to fuel age yet, and I don't expect some quick walls coming in there, and that means that oh, that's bad for Jesse. That means that of course Jesse's economy is completely idle, and maybe some quick walls or some wall off here would have helped to defend at least the wood line. But now it's a disaster, because oh sorry, I missed something. Jesse of course is up a long time ago, and he's going for man-at-arms as well. But Gummibaer, who's producing, or who has already 7 men-at-arms, will be always in the lead. So economy wise, maybe not look about that, not look there yet. So economy wise and military wise, he's always in the lead. And now the men-at-arms of Jesse are fighting downhill and will get shredded and cleaned up by Gummibaer. So it's looking very, very bad for Jesse, because Gummibaer just hit with his experience the timing on the map. Now Jesse is going for a tower, and look at that, how many... The Townsend is not even able to kill the one single man-at-arm in 3 solves. So that's today's meta. Townsend do not hit anything, and I really don't like that, because Townsenders are basically there to do nothing at the moment. But back to the Civ draft. So we have Bulgarians, Malians, Cumans and Burgundians for Gummibaer Green. And on the other hand, we do have Portuguese, Vietnamese, Teutons and Malay for Jesse the Emperor. And in this kind we do have Teutons versus Bulgarians. So both pretty solid civilizations, maybe not the best civilizations for some water maps, like Eldorado of course could be. And now we see Jesse completely shifting his economy on stone. He should have built the second tower. And one bonus of the Teutons is of course the garrisoning of more villagers into some towers, and that means if he's going for some tower defense, he maybe should build more of them. Here. So in the meantime, Gummibaer is floating a lot of gold, because he has 70 villagers on gold, and that's definitely a pretty bad economy balance. So at this time, with his lead he already has, he should be up to castle age miles ago. Instead, he's not building a market. He has the goal for Imperial, for example. Now he's clicking or bringing a lot of villagers back, but he's just sending them into the middle. So maybe he's preparing castle age and some castle drop to end the game. One thing he could definitely go for is maybe one single fire gully, for example, to kill the fish, but instead he just uses his man-at-arms to kill the dog. A little bit not as efficient, but should be fine in this case, and in this lead he already has, because now he's 5 villages ahead, and a lot of the economy of Jesse is not working or pretty inefficient. If you look down there or if you look up there, and now Jesse is going for skirms. So I like the idea of going for archery range, but actually I don't think skirms are a great choice. So they are doing only 1 damage per hit, and maybe if you know, okay, your opponent is Bulgarians, Gummibaer does like his man-at-arms, then why aren't you going up to fuel age? Don't produce any militias and just go for some archers. And I think with the archer defense he definitely should be in a better position than he is now. And yeah, that's maybe something he could learn or gets with more experience. So Jesse definitely has a lot of potential left, maybe with more focus on strategies and especially timings, but that's where more experienced players as Gummibaer of course do shine. For example, Jesse has not taken a boar, and that of course hurts. Gummibaer also really uses the shorefish on this map, so there's a lot of shorefish, and he redocked already, and that means the villagers are pretty efficient on shorefish because they collect the food really fast. And now a lot of skirms are weakening the man-at-arms, and Jesse micros them quite well, so it's good to see Jesse fighting for the place in the winners group, because as we already know, the winner of the first round gets to the winners group, and the loser gets drafted to the losers bracket. And that means already qualified at this point for the winners group is FoodPlease, Peter Host, it's me, Fredinovic, and I think yes, DerVasall still hasn't played his series against the AI. Hopefully he's doing to not start with negative points into the series, because maybe a lot of the players still expect DerVasall to compete for the title, and of course it would be great for some interesting games and series that DerVasall is pretty focused and sharp for the title. But he has only 2 days left, and we haven't seen any games from him yet, and now that's a bad misplay from Jesse. So I really like the tower because he gives him a lot of map control, and of course he's students, he has the better towers, but he definitely should produce some archers against the men-at-arms, and you should expect knights now from Gummibaer. And of course these knights are coming in now, and half of the economy of Jesse is of course idle because the stone ran out. So maybe we have a short look on the bans of both players, while we're seeing Jesse's army getting slaughtered completely, and now Gummibaer is going for some crab hosts to prevent Jesse going to the middle. So actually, Gummibaer banned Arena, and JessetheEmperor banned the wall. So that means both players banned the closed maps and are actually going for more aggressive maps or some water maps. And Gummibaer banned Franks and Persians. So I think, of course, Persians, we all know that Jesse is quite good with Persians and he fits them quite well. And on the other hand, Jesse banned Spanish and Turks. So Spanish, of course, a great nomad civilization. I'm not sure about the Turks pick, but maybe he does not like to play against Turks, and then it's completely fine for him to ban it. But now Jesse will completely get pushed off the gold, and I'm sure we will see a GG call pretty soon. More villagers get killed. Yeah, Gummibaer actually only with 1.5 minutes idle town center time and having a second town center. I really underestimated his performance or his playstyle. So he's sharp. He's looking for the clear win here, and of course he's the clear favorite in this matchup against Jesse. Controlling just the game, dictating the pace, going for 3 town centers now, just playing safe for the first win, and then look about what's happening next. So no bigger mistakes, maybe the dog timing is a little bit he could work on, but actually pretty well done by him. And of course he should have looked for Jesse Fish. But as we mentioned, Jesse is not even up to castle age yet, and Gummibaer is in the lead. And now there's a siege workshop. All of the map there are villagers of Jesse, and yeah, Jesse with 12 fishing ships there and going for 8 more. So he really uses the water, and of course he's the emperor and he loves to play water maps and the water. But he should lose his town center now because it's in the range of the crab house, and Gummibaer has fletching. Now going for conics, the unique unit, and the rams. And at this point on, I don't think there's anything Jesse could do. Now idle villagers next to the fish of Gummibaer. Ridiculous. Killing the towers first and then going for the town center. He's building more rams. The conics are there. And one thing I really like about the conics is that if they die, they still can fight at the infantry. And I think it's a quite nice unit and interesting to play. But not a lot of players are going for the Bulgarians. But I think Bulgarians actually can be pretty strong if they hit on timings. And yeah, actually that's pretty bad for Jesse now. The conic there is finding the woodland, but Jesse immediately reacts and placing another tower. But there's nothing he could do against the force of Gummibaer now, just melting the town center. And yeah, we really should expect a GG call pretty soon. So he's not producing anything there. Where is he doing the gullies? And now, sorry for the fast scroll. Jesse starts to lose more and more villagers. He's housed badly. Not very long because he loses a lot of villagers shortly. And yeah, the game is over. Yeah, now the GG. Jesse called it GG. I think pretty well played from both players here. Gummibaer was pretty good on timings in this game. And that's maybe the experience you could see there. At the end, the timeline is clearly in favor of Gummibaer, but Jesse played really well in the beginning, was in the villager lead with the fishing ships and faster up than Gummibaer. But then the build order and the focus with the militia was just not good, and maybe that's the reason why he's losing this game. But of course, GG to both players. Really interesting game on a very aggressive map, and I see you in the next game.